Hi anyone and everyone, this is Kim the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do the collective for today. Today is Thursday, September 25th, 2025. You may follow me on the Talk, the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, we love that for you. Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use the La Bellanima 13 deck, Legends of All Hallows Eve. You can find this on Etsy. I don't think you can because I think it's out of print, but she has a ton of decks on there. La Bellanima 13. It's almost October, y'all. It's almost October. We got one on the table. I just got into an argument with a crazy person on Facebook. Everybody's on there making fun of this post from Weird Science. It's a page on Facebook, and this woman talks about how she expects, if she gets with a man, she expects for him to pay her rent, her car, all that stuff, right? It's okay for you to ask for what you want. Man or woman, it's okay for you to ask for what you want. If that's what you want a man or woman that's going to provide for you and pay for your stuff, it is okay for you to ask for that. Will you get it? I mean, I don't know. But it is okay as a human being to ask for what you want. And you would not believe the men that got on there and slammed this woman, saying that she's ugly, she doesn't deserve anything. Excuse me? Excuse me? Sir? Sirs? So I got on there and I put a whole thing on there about, you got a lot of nerve coming on here and bashing this woman when you guys believe the same thing for yourselves. You think you deserve free pussy and you shouldn't have to pay for it. I said, get real. It's not the world you live in anymore. I said, women can do it on their own. We don't need men. And I literally said that. We do not need you. And some guy got on there all angry and he's like, you're not even in the running. You're so ugly, blah, blah, blah. And I went and looked at his Facebook profile, and then I got on there and I commented and I said, sir, you're the reason why they came up with the phrase dumpster fire. I said, no woman would want you. I said, we're in the same boat. I wouldn't want you. You wouldn't want me, and no woman would want you. Like, seriously. Okay, I just realized I don't have my mic on, so let me put it on. There we go. Okay, better? Better. If you're a man watching me, I love you. I love men. I'm a fan of men. I am. But the ones that live in the dark ages really need to get their shit together because we don't need you. And a lot of us don't even want you. Like, we're done with you because of the attitude, the ego, right? Like, you want free pussy, you want free dinner, you want your laundry done, but you don't want to pay the bills. You don't want to take care of the kids. Then we don't need you, right? I can go get a sperm donation from some college kid, raise my own kid, pay for my own shit. I mean, if I'm going to have to do that anyway, what's the difference? I don't think men really think about it. I don't think they really think about it. And a lot of women don't even want kids anymore. So again, what do they need a man for? Seriously. And I love men. Even being raped 3 times, sexually assaulted 3 times, physically assaulted once. I still love men. I still look at men and say, oh my God, he's so pretty. I want that. But do I want that? Only if they're really a man. Seriously. Bashing a woman because she says she has wants when they literally do the same exact damn thing and do not think that a woman should question them on it. Unfucking believable. Ridiculous. I'm sure I'll get like a million more comments. I'm not going to reply. I did tell the lovely gentleman, I said, do you want to take this? Do you want me to take this to TikTok or YouTube where I have millions? Well, like TikTok, I have millions of views and likes. I said, do you want to go there? Do we want to do that? I said, we can do that. I said, you want to go to YouTube? I said, I got 2 channels. I can talk about you there. I wouldn't. I wouldn't give him the time of day. He's not worth it. He's trash. He is literally the reason why men react like that to statements like that, my statement, her statement, is because they are exactly the man that we are talking about. They want it all for nothing. And women are just not doing that today. I don't know. I was talking to a guy on Hinge yesterday. I said, men really just don't get it, do they? Like, they just don't understand. Like, they're not listening, like, at all. And then they have the nerve to turn around and cry and be like, oh, why does nobody want me? You know why nobody wants you. Because you don't know what the fuck you're doing out there. We got 5 on the table. Unfucking believable. I don't think I could post it to YouTube. There's a TikTok creator. She does a lot of political videos, but then she does relationship stuff, and she has this one about men. And it's like a 2 to 3 minute rant, but it is hilarious. Hilarious. We're going to do one more shuffle. Last shuffle. I just think it's kind of funny, too, that someone will literally go for your looks before anything else. He's like, oh, nobody would want you. You're ugly. You're pierced and blah, blah, blah. And I literally replied back to him. I said, sir, I said, you do not know the energy I put out. And I said, men literally fall at their feet for me. Literally. I'm thinking he can't say the same. I'm just saying. We got 7 on the table. We got invasion, ghosting. We got puppet master. We got hidden emotions. We've got unsatisfied, divine masculine. We had emperor earlier in the tarot reading. And then bottom of the deck, we've got unbothered. I love this card. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. It doesn't matter. I think the other thing that got that guy upset was that I said I was more man than any man I'd ever been with. I don't know. I don't know what to say to men to get them to realize they need to change. They need to heal. They need to get with God. They need to grow, because I just don't know what else to say. So this invasion and ghosting, the first thing I got was like hot and cold. Someone was trying to pull somebody's strings, but it's like hot and cold. It's like somebody thought they were controlling, and they could be hot and cold, hot 1 minute, cold the next, like, oh, you're going to come over and hang out with me on Saturday night, 7:00. And you say, oh, okay. And then I call you at 6:30 and I'm like, no, you're not coming over. I'll talk to you later. Kind of like a back and forth, but like controlling. Like somebody wants to control everything. Somebody wants to come and go as they please, but they want to control everything. So this hidden emotions, like this, whoever this person is, they could They could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or have it in their chart. Because I'm getting that this person is like really emotional, whether they show it or not. But also with the unsatisfied card, like they're never happy with anybody else's emotions. So again, like if someone is controlling and they try to control you, and maybe you get upset, or maybe you don't show any emotion, maybe you don't show any reaction, like this person is unsatisfied. Because if they don't see somebody else emotionally break down, it's narcissistic. It's like narcissistic energy. If somebody doesn't see somebody break down emotionally and have like a little mental breakdown, then this person is unsatisfied. Like they want to see somebody mentally broken, emotionally broken, because they are, right? It's projection. It's narcissism, but it's projection. I've seen this. I've seen this energy before. If you follow, if you subscribe, where do you think I've seen this energy before? I talk about her all the time. All the time. You probably get sick of hearing about it. What? What is? Oh, the ex-best friend. The one that sexually assaulted me twice. Yep, that's the one. Totally reminds me of her. That last night that we were together, that I got up off my knees and got the fuck out of there because God told me to grab my shit and get the fuck out of there. Said I no longer needed to be in that demon's presence. And yeah, I called her a demon because at the time, that's what she was. She's possessed by something. I don't know. I don't know how she is now. Again, I haven't, almost 3 years since I've talked to her, and have no desire to whatsoever, ever again. Wish her well, hope she heals, hope she figures her shit out, but I have no desire to talk to her. That night, she acted like that. I was on my knees trying to help her. She started saying some crazy shit to me. And at first, like, it went over my head. And then I was like, wait a minute. What did she just say? She wanted a reaction. Narcissists always want a reaction, and preferably emotional. Like if you get upset, you start to, cry, things like that. Like they want to see that. Because in reality, that's how they feel on the inside. Like they're all fucked up on the inside. They want to project that onto you. They want to see that in you. Because they can't bring themselves to do that. Narcissists don't know themselves. You want my honest opinion, and this is just my honest opinion. A narcissist is not their own person. A narcissist is a person that uses personalities from every person that they've ever met or known, because they don't know who they are. They were never happy with who they were. They don't know who they are. It's just my opinion. Because like I said before, she thought we were in competition. I didn't think we were in competition. I didn't even realize until like after the fact, like, holy shit, like she thought we were in competition. Like there were moments where we would talk and she would say things and I would respond, or vice versa. That when I looked back on it, I was like, did she think that we were competing? Because I just thought we were having a conversation. Like I just thought we were, girl talk. And then I realized after the fact, when I was healing and I would go over everything, like, holy shit, like she was in competition with me. For what? For what? And I will say this 1,000,000 times over, you guys. I never ever felt like I was in competition with her, because to me, she was my best friend. She was the sister I never had. And I looked up to her. She was beautiful to me, inside and out. She was gorgeous. When that shit happened in 2022, I realized what kind of fucking monster she was. I hope she's not like that anymore. I really hope she's not. But man, she opened my fucking eyes. Because that was treacherous. Like, she's treacherous. She was treacherous. And I've said that before, that she's a monster. She was a monster. Like, she's the monster under the bed when you're a kid, or in your closet, or behind your door. She is Michael Myers. Every Frankenstein, the Mummy, Dracula. She is every shitty, horrible horror character out there. Jason, Freddy. And again, the sad part is like when I look back on her and I look at her as a whole, she was never her own person. She didn't know who she was. She was always trying to beat everybody else. Why would you have to beat everybody else if you were comfortable with who you are? If you knew who you were, you wouldn't be competing. What do you need to compete for? There's a reader that posted something today on YouTube, and it was about competing. And I got on there and I made a comment about competing in the workplace. Like, there's all these women in the warehouse. Ooh, they got to dress up every day. They got to put on their makeup. They got to have their hair done. They wear nails to the warehouse, right? Like, I get my nails done for events outside of the warehouse, like the quinceanera that I'm going to on Saturday. Tomorrow I'm getting my nails done. Otherwise, I would not be. There's no point. There's seriously no point. I mean, I like it, but I'm not going to waste the money unless I need it for something outside. Or if somebody else wants to pay for it for me. It's not happening, but still. Every woman in that warehouse that is single is competing for a man in that warehouse. Can I tell you, most of those men are taken, married, baby mamas? What is there to compete for? I literally went to work like this. I was wearing my pants, my big baggy pants that now really do not fit me. They didn't fit me before, and now they really do not fit me. My hair is literally like this. I look like alfalfa. I threw on some necklaces to make myself look, a little somewhat put together. But I look like I rolled out of bed. Can I be honest? I don't give a fuck. It's work. I work in a warehouse. And it's funny because I put on the comment, I said women will look at me and be like, why the hell are the men talking to her? Like, why do people talk to her? I don't understand. Why does she draw attention? I know there are women like that at the warehouse that say that look at me and are like, what's so special about her? You know what's special about me? I'm nice to people. I'm caring. I'm giving. I listen. Like, when people have stuff to say, I listen. And guess what? Even in my old age, like 90% of the time, I remember. So when I see him again, like 2 months later, I'm like, hey, Donnie, how's the wife? How's little Timmy? Meanwhile, they don't remember shit because they're too busy bleaching their hair and putting on makeup and gnawing on their fake nails that are toxic. Seriously, I went to work like this. And women will literally get jealous of me. And I know they are. I can feel it in the air. As a psychic, I can feel it. As intuitive, I can feel it. And that's too bad because every woman there is beautiful in their own right. They do not need to compete. They do not need to look at me or anybody else as competition. Go to work however you want to go to work and be who you are and mind your own fucking business. It's not that hard. It is not that hard, honey. And I don't give a shit. I was telling my friend at work today, like, I just don't give a shit. I just don't give a shit anymore. I, I try to talk to as few people as possible. I try to just get through my day unscathed and not say anything. On Tuesday, I got really upset because one of the ladies told me something that I already basically knew, I already suspected. So I was upset all day. But And it had nothing to do with my situation. It was it was something else. I think I told you guys about it in another video. But I don't even want to make new friends there, which is going to be really hard for me because I'm a nice person and I'm outgoing and I like people. I like to talk to people, I like to, chat people up and find out who they are and what they're doing. And I like people. I like the communication. I like the outreach. But the thing is it's getting to the point where, like, I literally feel like I can't trust anybody there. Like, everybody has like a secret agenda. Everybody is trying to stab somebody else in the back. And it's just ridiculous because it's unwarranted. It's unwarranted. Even the situation with the guy that I fell in love with and my friend, like, I took a step back from that 3 months ago, and people look at me like I'm still in the middle of it. Honey, I moved on. I started dating like 2 months ago. I'm literally doing my own thing. I started working out. I joined the gym. I walk 2 to 5 miles a day. I don't have time to be worried about that bullshit. And when I go to work, I'm reminded of it every day. And I just turn my cheek and mind my own fucking business and do my job and go home. Because I'm so sick of the drama. I'm so sick of the competition. It's ridiculous. Like, get over yourself already. There's competition here. Whoever this puppet master is, there's control. There's competition. There's narcissism. Someone's very unhappy with themselves. Very unhappy with themselves. Like, that is not a friendly look right there. That's kind of scary. That's kind of scary. Whoever this puppet master is in their divine masculine energy, okay? Well, not divine, but masculine energy, okay? The creator of this deck put divine masculine in there, divine feminine. It denotes masculine or feminine. This is not a divine human being. Sorry for saying that at first. Whoever this puppet master is, they have masculine energy. It doesn't even mean that they're a man. It could be a woman, right? Absolutely. Probably, like I said, very much in their ego, which is what kind of brings in that masculine energy sometimes, Like, if you're very full of yourself, men typically tend to be very... Yeah, I'm putting men in a box. I'm not closing the lid, though. Some of them might get out of there. Okay, did that only make sense to me, or was that just complete nonsense? Because it made sense to me. But then when I thought about it, I was like, wait a minute. This person doesn't care. This is someone that is not healing. This is someone that doesn't give a shit. They don't want to heal. If you want me to be honest, they don't care. They just don't care. They don't care. Laughing it off, the card says. Yeah, they're laughing all right. Probably like mentally ill laughing. And I'm not trying to make fun of people that have mental health issues, but seriously. Laughing all the way to the insane asylum. This person moves from situation to situation, person to person. There's no closure there with this ghosting. They don't close out cycles. They leave them open. So like if I was to have a run-in with this person and they ditched me and I was left holding the bag of life, right? I would have to close out that cycle with this person. Meaning I would have to cut them out of my energy. I would have to cut the cord. I would have to, do spell work, to channel my energy and keep my energy and not let them in my energy. Stuff like that. Sage my home, sage me, that kind of stuff. Because whoever this is, they leave the door open on purpose because they want to be able to come back through. Are you going to let them back through? Hopefully not, right? I wouldn't let him back through. If I'm not going to let the ex best friend back through, if I'm not going to let one of my family members back through, why would I let this puppet master, this masculine? It's not even worth it. The loss of sanity, mental health, forget it. It's not worth it. Because people like this just keep repeating cycles with other people and you over and over and over and over and over again, right? They don't care. And they leave the cycle open. They leave the door open so that hopefully they can come back and do it all over again. Like, oh, maybe in a year they'll forget. Okay, it's been almost 3 years since the ex-best friend. I did, honey, if you're watching, I dare you to text me. I dare you to call me to see if I answer. Because I will not fucking answer. 3 fucking years. It's not happening. Should probably call under a fake number. I've been getting those like the last 3 days. Constant like scam. And then you block it and they just call again from another number. Like I said, this person controls situations. They don't give a shit about space, privacy, boundaries. They don't care about that kind of stuff. That means nothing to this person. Like I said, this person would literally use you, abuse you, steal your energy, steal your money, steal everything you have, and then come back in a year and be like, "Oh, I didn't do that to you." Me? I would never. That must have been someone else. You must be delusional. You're delusional if you fall for it. I think I'm going to leave it there. 27 minutes with this bullshit. 27 minutes with this BS. All right, maybe like 20 because I did rant about Facebook. Anyway, I hope it resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I will talk to you all later. Bye.